Hello everybody, Flying Scotsman 4472 back again with another video, and today is on one of my Christmas presents, and it is on this train set, which I've actually been wanting for like a year, so I'm very glad that I finally got it, and it is this Pennsylvania Railroad Christmas train set by Lionel. I'm very happy to have this. It is a massive train set, as we will see, a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be originally. But it's a great train set. I would recommend this as a starter set if you find a good price for it on eBay. I don't know if they still make it. I personally know that I've only seen this on eBay. I went to look up where you can find this train set, and only I've seen it on eBay. But I think it's an amazing starter set if you find it for like $60, $50 or below, because these train sets tend to run, like even the smaller ones by Lionel tend to run around 30 to 60 bucks. If you can find this for like 60 bucks, I would recommend getting it as a starter train set or a Christmas train set. It's great, and we're going to get into that. But starting with the box, it's a very festive Lionel Christmas box. You have windows displaying all the pieces of rolling stock, from the engine and the tender to the Christmas tree truck and caboose and the 2 Pennsylvania Railroad coaches. You get a description of some of the stuff that's in it. You get a 37-piece set. You have some nice decorations of reindeer and ribbons and bows and snowflakes and all the joyous stuff. And then you have a little Pennsylvania Railroad symbol right here, or crest. You see here it's a battery-operated train set. And then on the bottom here, it shows you the rolling stock again. You got your Lionel branding right there. And right here, it shows lights, sounds, and also batteries, because it is a battery-operated train set. On the top, it is just the picture of the rolling stock again, and then Lionel. On the sides, it's the same thing. I think it's the same on the other side. Yep, it's the same on the other side too. On the back, it shows you the train in a different angle. It shows you what comes in the set. Interesting that they have the Polar Express passenger coach observation coach right there, but it shows you all that comes with it, some of the layouts you can make, how the couplings work, the batteries, it shows you how to install them, like has tons of stuff on here. And then it has Lionel, battery operated train set. This would say all the different things of like locomotive features and all that, but ours is kind of torn up. You have your bow with all the stuff along the top. So yeah, I don't think there's anything on the bottom. No, it's what's the same on the sides. So yeah, now that we've looked at the box, let's get into the actual trains and stuff inside. So this is how the inside of the box is laid out. This is what is inside the box. This is just a piece of cardboard. It's just kind of there. But this is all of the actual stuff you get. So you get tons of track, a lot more track than I was actually expecting, because I didn't read the box before opening this the first time. And then you get the locomotives and track and coaches all up there. So with the track, you get 2 points and a crossover piece, which is really nice. Then you also get, let me see, how many curves is that? I forgot. You get 12 curves, which each curve, if I remember correctly, is 4. Each, like half a curve, is 4 pieces of track. So you have enough to make almost, like, you have enough to make 2.5 loops about. Yeah, it's a great number of pieces, and you have the points right here and everything. Then here you have 16 pieces of straight track, which to me is insane. Most train sets, as I feel most train nerds would know, tend to only come with 1, 2 pieces of straight track, and that's about it. This thing comes with 16. Like, this is an insane amount of track for a train set, especially a plastic one. Usually these come with the least amount of track, these plastic train sets. Plus, you get the points, which work just by flicking the switch here. But yeah, it's just so interesting to me that this train set comes with so much track. And this isn't the only train set that's like this. I think the other one that comes like this is also the Disney train set, the one that they not the 60 or not the 100th anniversary one, but the one that they sell at the Disney parks. I'm pretty sure that also comes with this same amount of track. It doesn't come with the same amount of rolling stock, but it does come with the same amount of track. But yeah, it's a great number of track. So yeah, that's that. And then we're going to get into this. So the trains and rolling stock are in this box here that you can just flip open. So now let's set my camera down and we'll go a bit more into detail. All right, so first we're going to look at some of the rolling stock, as those are the, I would call, less interesting pieces. So first off, we have this Pennsylvania Railroad Christmas tree car. It's really cute. It's very adorable. It's like a little 4-plank gondola wagon with 4 wheels that roll very smoothly, by the way. And it has 2 Christmas trees up here on top. They're just rubber and plastic, so they're nothing special. But yeah, and it comes with couplings. It's made to look like metal, I guess, while also being a wood wagon, but that's besides the point. But yeah, it's a cute little truck, and it's nice to have your train pulling around, and it's very Christmassy. And it has like little snowflakes. It has different colors because you have the gray and then the brown and then the little white bits of snow here at the top. You have a little Pennsylvania Railroad crest right there. You got like what appears to be mistletoe right there, I think, or cherry blossoms, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's cute. I really like this piece, and this, along with the caboose, is a nice extra thing to have to give your train a good strain to pull, as well as a passenger train. I really like that. Again, why this is a great starter set. You get a good strain and a passenger train. So then here we have the caboose. It's a Pennsylvania Railroad caboose, number 477810. Don't know if that's a real caboose number, but it's on there. Has a little Merry Christmas writing at the bottom right here. You have snowflakes all around it. A few more like little mistletoe pieces. At the top here, you have another Pennsylvania Railroad crest. And then the top is snow covered, as all the cars are. The coaches are also snow covered, and we'll get into that. But right here you have a little walkway area with the little thing. These 2 cars actually use the same chassis. Yeah, they use the exact same chassis, just this one has some these added handrails here to make it look like a caboose. But it's nice detail. For a starter set, it's not bad. Like, I really like these cheap Lionel train sets. They're honestly not that bad. The one thing that is weird about these cars is they do have buffers, which are distinctly American feature, not British. But I mean, I don't think it matters all that much. Like, again, this is a train set for kids and a starter set, like, and a Christmas tree train set, so it's not that bad. It's nice that we got a caboose and a Christmas tree train. So those are the 2 good parts of the train set. Now let's get into the passenger coaches. So these are the 2, yes, they do include 2, which I was also shocked about, Pennsylvania Railroad. They're labeled Pullman. I don't think these are actual Pullman coaches, but Pullman passenger coaches. They're essentially identical besides the name. This one has the name right here, Imperial Trees, for some reason. And then the other one has a more normal festive name of Noel. So these coaches are decently long. Like, they're pretty long. Like, compared to the engine, they're just under the engine with the tender's length. And the engine is actually smaller than the coach. So they're a decent length compared to the rest of the train. Like, if I take the Christmas tree car, it's like half the length of the coach. So they're decently long and tall. So yeah, they're really good. They have nice detailing. They have tons of rivets along the side. They're a nice brown color. I really like with the yellow lines. I think that's a really nice color and look. Gives it a very Pennsylvania Railroad vibe. You have the Pennsylvania across the top. You have the nice ribbons and reindeer from the box on here as well. You have the ribbons and whatever. You have snowflakes along it, which are very cool. You have some molded detail of the doors and the steps. Yeah, there's no actual window panes. These are just hollow windows, but it's nice that there is actual windows. So you can do things like put lights, or if you want to put your own actual windows in, you can. On the top here, we have snow-covered roofs. They are actually black, and then the snow has been painted on, so that's cool. They're not just like white roofs. And then here in the front, you have a coupling. So yeah, not a bad coach. These coaches are not bad, and they look really nice being pulled behind the Berkshire locomotive, Berkshire-styled locomotive, I'll say. And you'll see that when I do the little running session thing at the end of this video. But yeah, these are really cute coaches. Now let's get on to the main star of the show, the Locomotive. So this is, I can only presume, a Berkshire-style locomotive because they use the same locomotive in their Polar Express train set. And this is also the one that they also use in their construction version of this train set, which I really want to get because it looks kind of sick, not gonna lie. I love these little off-brand toy train sets. They're so cool to me. I don't know why. I love them. But it is Berkshire-styled, and it's so interesting because now having this, I see the Lionel G-scale or large scale, depending on which version you have, Polar Express in this. It's like a miniaturized version. The Locomotive less so, but the tender for sure. And I've seen clips of the Polar Express coaches, so I really want to get the Polar Express set to compare it. But this tender is an exact replica of the G-scale and large-scale Polar Express train sets, just shrunken down. But it's not a bad tender. Like, it's very accurate. Like, it's just squashed, which is why it's good, but it's very light. There's not a lot of weight to it, but it rolls really well. It has a lot of nice molded detail. Like, you got some ladders, you got some more ladders, and you got the water hatch and everything like that up there. You have coal, which is nicely applied to the top. It's just plastic. On the side, you have a nice Pennsylvania lettering, a little Merry Christmas under it, and then a snowflakes, which it's really nice. It's really cute. And I didn't notice this as well until getting it out of the package, that the train is actually green. I thought it was black because from the pictures, even on the box, but also on eBay, it looked black. Note, it is a very, very dark, almost like army green, kind of. But yeah, I think you can see it a little bit, but it does look black, but it's not. But yeah. So then here is the Locomotive, which is not a bad locomotive for a train set. It's cute, it's adorable. It's not too crazy detailed, but it does have some nice mold detail. You have the little bell, you have a front lamp. On the pilot here, you got some staircases with handrails. You have some nicely molded handrails and domes and safety valves and stuff on top here. Yeah, and you got some nice riveting detail up here on the roof. So, like, it doesn't have horrible detail. There's even, like, back detail for the cab. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. But there is detail a little bit in the cab. Like, it's not a bad train. It has some nice detail to it. My only complaint with this is the fact that the coupling rods are static. These are just one plastic piece. They don't actually move, like, and I'll get to that more with the functions, but, like, these don't move, and I wish that these were separate pieces that actually moved, but whatever. Again, cheap train set. But, yeah, it's got some nice Christmassy details. Like, you have all the snowflakes along the side. You have this gold lining right here. You have this little, I think it's like a bell. I don't know what that is. What are those? Yeah, those are bells with a little bow on the pistons with snow. The actual color of the locomotive looks really nice. I like it. You have the number 561 on the side with the red stripe. So yeah, it's a very nice little train. It is inaccurate wheelbase-wise. It is only a 262, which, like, in these cheaper versions, they've never gotten the Berkshire right. Like, even on their old Lionel G-scale model, it was a 282, which at least look a little bit more accurate, but I don't really mind wheel configuration for these train sets. I mean, so what, they're inaccurate, they're cheaper train sets, especially if you get them from, like, Aldi, they're $30, like, that's fine. But it does actually look more accurate up in the front to the Polar Express because it doesn't have the two dots here, and it has the single light So that's the one thing that I think is interesting. But yeah, let's look at the sounds though. So there is 3 modes of sounds. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but there is actually 3 modes of sounds. There is off, as it is right now, sound while running, and also silent mode, which is basically it runs around with no sound. So let's look at the sound mode. As you can see, there's a light on the front. It has some nice chuffing sounds with whistle every once in a while. And then you got a little bell as well. I don't think there's any voice phrases, but yeah. So yeah, very nice. I don't think there's any voice phrases. I know that on the Polar Express one, there's voice phrases, and there might be on the Hogwarts Express. Don't quote me on that. I still need to get those sets before I can say any of that. But yeah, it's a really cute, and they're not like too obnoxious. Like it's mostly chuffing, and then you get a bell every once in a while. You get a whistle every once in a while. Like it's not that bad. For anyone noting where you put the batteries in, you unscrew right here in this little dome, and then this entire, like, pretty much here up comes off, and then you just need 2 AA batteries, which is very affordable compared to some of their other plastic train sets, which require like 6 C batteries. This is a lot cheaper and a lot nicer. But yeah, it has some nice sounds. And then you have your silent mode, which you just push it all the way to the side. So if you just do on and then just push it a bit more forward, and now you're on silent mode. So you still have the light. It still runs. It's just now there's no sound. And it's actually a really quiet motor. Like, it's not crazy loud, especially when it's running. You really don't notice it. It's just nice running around the tree. We had this running around when my family came over for Christmas, and everyone just thought it was cute running around the tree, and there was no obnoxious noises. So, yeah, I really like the fact that they do have that silent mode on. It makes it really convenient to run around the Christmas tree when you don't want sounds. So, I really like that. So, I really like this train set. And then there's the engine and tender together. They look really nice, really smart. I like it. But yeah, I really like this train set. In conclusion, because we're going to end the video with a little running session with some Christmas music. But I really like this train set. For a cheap starter set or Christmas train set, you get a lot. You get a lot of track. You get a lot of trains, like, to play with. Like, you have the full engine with tender, which is a nice tender engine, like, that kids would love. Plus you have freight cars and coaches, so you get a lot to do in such a small set. That's also easy to store. This box isn't very big. It's a very easy to store box. Like, when we put the train set up, we just stuck it in a corner and no one noticed it, because it's a very nice, easy, small box. So yeah, if you're looking for a starter set for like your kids or for Christmas, I would recommend this set. It's a really nice set, comes with a lot of stuff. I think your kids will enjoy it. So if you can find it for cheap, I'd say $60, $70 max. I wouldn't really go above 70, but like, if you can find it for $60 or less, I would say get it. It's a really nice train set, and I think kids would love it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.